Hello, welcome back to Mindful Musings. I'm Dee Dee, your host. I am an energy alchemist, a sound bowl practitioner, and an intuitive. It is April 15th, 2025. We know what day that is. It's the day, at least that here in the Midwest, when you can officially put out the hummingbird feeders. I'm stoked. However, truth be told, I did go ahead and put them out a couple of days ago, and same thing with the Orioles. Already started putting out some oranges and some jelly and then nectar for the hummingbirds in anticipation, you know. Anyway, so that's always a fun time. The only sad part is that I haven't seen the juncos the last couple of days. I did have a pair that was hanging around, but I haven't seen them. So I guess they did go ahead and migrate northeast, which is where they go for the summer and the warmer months. So anyway, that is the update for birdies. And this much closer to being able to plant my little wildflowers along the fence and hopefully in my little raised bed area. We'll see if that happens or not. At this point, I'm just kind of letting go and seeing what happens. I must admit, it was very cute. That just reminds me of, wasn't yesterday, it was the day before, the family, one of the family next door to the left of where we live, the little girls, anyway, they called me over, which we up till this point, we really haven't had too much conversing, and however many years they've been here, but anyway, but they were making a fairy garden, and it was so cute. So it was very fun to talk with them about the fairies, and that they were keeping me posted on how the fairy garden was coming along, and it was very sweet. And they were so excited. They were wondering if the fairies would come by overnight and sprinkle them with fairy dust. So we'll see what happens. I don't know, but I must admit, this big fairy did go out the night of the full moon and kind of sneak over there and deposited a crystal and sprinkled some little crystal chips all over their little fairy village in hopes that they might come out the next morning and go, "Oh, the fairies did visit." I don't know. I haven't heard anything. So we'll see. I may never hear, and that's just fine. I just love the idea of them hopefully continuing to believe in the magic and the fairies and all the other elementals and all the other beings, the star beings. It's just such a magical belief, and it's very true, So let's see what else. Not a whole lot else. How are you doing? How are the energies treating you? I have been kind of going in and out of acknowledging and witnessing too much of the 3D world, and then having to come back because then I start feeling really disheartened. And I have to be my own, take my own. It's not my advice, it's what Spirit Team always says, is I come back to center, come back, breathe, and keep believing in the divinity within and trusting that the light is prevailing. And believe me, I get it. It's kind of tough right now with all the injustices and all the corruption and all the chaos that is going on in the 3D world. You gotta just shake it off, don't you? Yeah, literally, shake it off. It's like, well, that just reminded me of another commercial I saw. I don't know, is it Downy or some fabric softener, little beads, where she puts it in, goes, and it shakes it all over. And that's what we have to do. And it reminds me of what animals have to do, or what their instinct is when something happens that frightens them, and they have that surge of that goes through them, whether it's fear, aggression, usually it's out of fear, but whatever that is, they experience it. You'll know that immediately afterwards they go, and they shake it off, and they give just trotting away. So I think that's a real lesson, at least that I know I continue to learn, is how to shake it off. Just keep shaking it off, so that it doesn't stick and glom onto to the energy field, because it's gonna, oh goodness gracious, again, excuse me, sinuses, and fifth chakra stuff, of course, as I'm continuing. Goodness gracious, continuing to work with clearing this out, and just continuing to develop the trust. I don't know about you. I don't know whether it's sinuses, or I really think it's just the energy and ascension. Just been getting hit with those migraines, or it starts with the auric stuff that goes on, those little flashes, and then, the headache. It's never, I've not really done this a whole lot before in my life where I've had migraines, but definitely got one yesterday, and I'm still feeling it today. And I must say, yesterday was really interesting with it, because usually it's like I'll see the little jagged flickers, and I go, oh, okay, headache's coming on. And usually it has to do with my sinuses. Honestly, I think it does. But yesterday it was different. It wasn't these little jagged thing that when I closed my eyes, you'd still see the jagged thing. It looks like a solid, almost like a turquoise colored agate. It was like a blue sea foam green with gold around it, and it was solid, meaning when I closed my eyes, it was solid, like I had my eyes open. It was the most fascinating thing. So I'm going to pretend that perhaps a portal, that is a portal that is opening, for me to be able to see clearer, to express better, that maybe that was also the high heart. I don't know. I'm still exploring that, but things like that are starting to happen. So I wonder if they're happening for you too, because we are getting downloaded. We are getting many, many, many messages. Oh, another thing that just came in as I was saying that, try it if you're interested. If you're not, that's cool too. I was listening to another gentleman on Sundays, Sterling. He's very rational. He's very good. He's just, he goes, here's the questions and here's the answers, and he channels his team, and it's very non-emotional and just blah. But one of the things that he came through, he said that the star beings, the ETs, want us to know that if go out into a rural, if you live in a rural area, or you can get out to one, and as you're stargazing, take your camera, because the camera now, your phone camera is better equipped. You know how you can see the northern lights through your camera, your iPhone camera, but you can't see it through the naked eye. He said do the same thing with your phone camera. Look it up to the sky, and you see blinking, that is supposedly our beloved star beings, our beloved ETs that are present, that are just saying, hey, we're hanging out. We're always with you. Don't worry. We got you. So I don't know. I'm going to have to try that. I'm just full of a lot of little tidbits today, aren't I? So anyway, let me go ahead, because I'm not really necessarily getting a whole lot that's coming in right now, because again, another one of those just weird experiences. I got up, went moving around, and then kind of that fogginess, and I just sat down and I just fell asleep. Boom, deep sleep, images, signs, and all that stuff, symbols coming in. So that I just kind of got up for that. So I'm not quite here, but I'm hoping that not quite might assist in bringing forward messages. If there's any messages that my spirit team that would like to give us for our highest and greatest good, as I do get grounded. And I encourage you to do so as well. Be grounded, connecting with the earth and connecting with the cosmos, bringing in that beautiful cosmic gold energy, coming into the center of your head, that place of compassionate detachment, of neutrality, and just allowing the energy to flow, and allowing yourself to receive any messages. And I ask for the protection from the highest of highs, the light, fill, surround, and protect each one of us. Protect, and I ask to be a clear, open channel for truth and wisdom from my spirit team, from the spirit team, from the highest of highs and the beings. So let me go see, for entertainment, spiritual purposes, let me go ahead and look over here and see which one jumps out. Sacred Forest. Okay. Sacred Forest. I thought it was going to be Sacred Traveler. I know Sacred Forest popped out today. Denise Lynn, and of course you know how much I love Denise Lynn. Sacred Forest Oracle. Remembering that okay. Remembering that oracle cards, pendulums, and all that, they are tools for us. They are tools to assist assist our guides to being able to communicate with us in a way that we will understand. You don't have to have them, because obviously messages come in all around anytime you're open to receiving them. Again, a broken record, I've said it before, but messages can happen any way. You can be walking down the street or in the grocery store, something like that, overhear a little snippet of conversation that you, and maybe that was a message for you. Oftentimes messages, synchronicities of numbers. I know I've been doing that a lot lately, where the numbers on the clock, you go, 555, oh, okay, 333, 111. You'll see the synchronicities, and that's usually your angels, your spirit team communicating with you, letting you know everything's okay, but they've got a message for you, a song that will come on that has a special lyric. There's so many wonderful ways, through our animals, through the birds, through the weather. Spirit is always communicating with us when we slow down and breathe and be willing to listen. So remember, you have the ability, and obviously you are the greatest factor. You are the greatest decision in terms of what to listen to and what not to, because it will resonate in your heart. You will know if the message is meant for you. You will feel it in your heart and start wanting to actually see from our heart. This is the wisdom. Like calling it kind of the brain is actually in the heart. This is the higher intelligence, but it's not how we are to live. Only mental. We need the combination of both, and you will resonate with what is true for your heart. Let's see. Who popped out? Oh, I love eagles. And I'm sure, and I know some of you out there are like me and watching the Big Bear, the eaglets, Jackie and Shadow and Sunny and Gizmo, and how big they are getting. And of course the Decorah eagles, I don't know how they are doing, but I love watching the live eagle cams. But anyway, this is eagle spirit. Freedom. The sacred forest. Yes. Very similar to what we kind of talked about on the last video, where it is allowing your wings to expand and to fly high and to gain a different perspective, come from that higher perspective to see clearly what is going on. We may not actually be able to comprehend it with our human mind, because remember, the divine is working in a way that we're not privy to, but that freedom of rising above what is happening and gaining that different perspective. And I love the is that Pegasus? Here again, the magic. Yes, the freedom of the cosmos, and that we are so much more than what we think we are. Rise above it all. Feel the expansiveness of the universe and know that the universe is within. We are the universe is us. We hold the key inside our heart. Clear the eyes, clear the mind. See from that higher place of magic. Rise above the storms. Rise above it. Do not be of it. But I love that eagle spirit. Freedom. Denise has to say that this card indicates that it's time to break free and let your spirit fly. Be daring as you go beyond predictable behavior. Fling your arms up to the heavens in joy. The card can also appear when you have let life or others restrict your freedom. Recognizing this is the first step to reclaiming your power. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or the expectations of others. The truth is that you aren't here on this earth to be ordinary, but to step beyond the limitations and self-imposed boundaries. You have the ability to choose your life on your terms. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning to give those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. Hold the intent that boundless freedom surges through you, and so it shall. Eagles soar to great heights, as much as 10,000 feet. Wow. and they have superb eyesight, allowing them to see from great distances. The eagle can symbolize a need for a larger perspective on life. Spirit of Eagle says, this is the time to express yourself. Don't hold back. Choose life on your terms. Don't be trapped by the expectations of others. It's nice. Rise above it all. Again, knowing that until the light is shed on it and that we can see what is going on, we cannot heal it. So as things come up in us, as feelings, emotions, old beliefs, maybe surfacing, who we used to be, give yourself grace, give yourself compassion. We are not who we were. If we would have known better, we would have done better. We did the best we knew how to do with the knowledge and the information we had at that time. Continue to extend grace to yourself, compassion and love. And with the world around us, with the corruption, with just the things that are extraordinarily frustrating and disheartening, if you look into it, if you go into it, pull yourself back. Know that the light has to shine on them to be exposed, because we cannot heal or change anything if we don't know that it's there. So all this ugliness is coming to light, so it can be changed, so it can be transmuted, so it can be seen, so it can be clear. You are of the light or you are of the dark. This light or darkness, try not to judge, but it just is what it is. Each universal regard, as my friend Tracy would say, universal regard to those who have chosen to remain in darkness. For we do need the dark and the light. It's all balance. It's all balance. But the light is exposing the 3D corruption, the ego, the greed. It is exposing it so it can be transmuted, transformed into something of light. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's see. Any further message or clarification? That is what is happening. We are the message of freedom is the outcome. Okay, 2 popped out. So as we're flying, that gaining that higher perspective, remember to be rooted, to remember to root yourself into the earth for stability. Remember to, yeah, this is very much like the little fairy garden that my sweet little neighbors are creating. Here's the little fairy, and there she is. And there is magic, there is light. There's the swans that are the black and the white, the grace, the fireflies. But remember to stay rooted in earth, in Gaia. Remember when you are remember that fear and love cannot coexist at the same time. You either choose fear or you choose love. When you experience fear, think of something joyful, playful, to bring you back to love. For Earth, Mother, groundedness, nature is what is going to create the stability for us. Although she herself is not a stable force right now, because she is also transforming. Earthquakes, hello, volcanoes. Just anticipate that she is releasing, she is also transforming. Do not be of fear, but listen to your instinct. Don't listen to the fear that we sometimes go, oh, fear, fear, fear. And that may or may not be your intuition speaking. That may just be fear. But if you get that nudge, that of whatever it might be, whether it's, oh, take cover, oh, get an emergency kit prepared, your to-go bag, whatever that might be, listen to it without fear. But know that as you are connected, as above, so below, you will receive the information. And then you can act on it. Because remember, sometimes, a lot of times when we receive the messages, and if we are meant to act on it, if we don't act on it, well, we'll get another message, of course. But the universe rewards, not rewards, I don't want to say it that way. But as we listen, then the universe will give us more messages. So, grounded of the earth, but with the wonder, the sense of curiosity and playfulness, which is what this is. The elves, the fairies, the elves are filled with play. And remember that invoking that childlike wonder, that curiosity, that playfulness is the way to get back into the now, into the present moment, into the space of all is possible, and light, coming from that light. And remember that the elves, oh, and I love that. The stars, gazing. Remember to be playful, because we can take a look at what's going on all around us, and we can get so very, very serious, and that just doesn't really serve us. It just doesn't. Let's see what Denise has to say. It's time to take measure of your life. Put your roots down. Assess who you are or where you are. Make plans for the future, but don't act on those plans until you feel secure in stepping forward. This is the time of preparation and going deeper. This card can also indicate that you aren't grounded and you need to create more stability in your life. Think things through before you take actions. Take time to plan your future carefully. Don't rush into anything. But the strength is growing within you. Security and protection surround you. You are safe. Earth Spirit provides trees, plants, flowers, streams, oceans, mountains, valleys that all support us with her bounty. Earth is stable and strong in her devotion to us. You are supported and loved, even if you're not always sure of it. The seeds that you plant right now will bring abundance in the future. Remember, it is springtime. But only if you take the time to nurture those new beginnings. Spirit of Earth says, be present in the moment. Slow down and let go of the busyness and the frenetic pace of life. Explore your roots. Honor your past. Go deep and reflect on your life. The elves say, allow your inner child to play. Embrace your innocence. If you've been taking life too seriously, this card reminds you to lighten up. All that is required of you is to enjoy yourself. If your responsibilities and hard work have clogged your life force energy, it's time to give yourself a break and have some fun. Nurture your spirit by doing something unexpected, madcap, or even silly. Greatness, the greatest gift that you can give the world is your joy. So make play a priority. Spirit of Elf says, embrace your innocence, let go of heavy responsibilities, and give yourself a break. So nurture your spirit by doing something fun. Joy is as important for sustaining yourself as the food you eat. Yes. So, by flying high, gaining that higher perspective, and remembering through the clear sight and the perspectives of seeing above, we obtain freedom. Spread your wings, the freedom. But as you soar, remember to stay rooted, to put down your roots into Mother Earth. Set your roots so it's as above, so below, so you can feel the stability, feel the connection, and know that she supports you, that you are supported. She is devoted to you. Yes, there are transformations going on, but she's got you. Mother Earth is safe. She is secure. And during these times of turbulence, when we may take life too seriously, remember to invoke that childlike wonder, that innocence, that curiosity, to remember to play. Remember the joy. Do not feel any guilt for finding joy, for laughing, for playing. That is needed, and that is the greatest form of resistance, is by finding your joy, that sense of play. And in that play is where we will find solutions. Like my beautiful little neighbors next door, they were playing. They were finding their magic. They were invoking magic. They're not weighted down with the seriousness of the world. Let the seriousness of the 3D world just pass you by. Tap in when you need to, but come back to that place of spirit, of joy, of love. You're not going to change anything outside until you change what is within. And we change that which is within by being grounded and bringing ourselves back to center and finding that place of joy, that place of play. So get outside if you can. Get outside, play, nurture yourself. Create the garden, get in, get your hands dirty. Ooh, maybe you want to create something with clay or paint or craft. Play your singing bowls, play your Tibetan bowls, play the chimes, go out, sing. Open your heart, your wings, and fly. Be the bird. We've got this. Yes, the world around us is appearing quite a bit unstable, but Mother Earth is here to provide us with the stability when we root, when we get grounded to her, and we are combining the energies and allowing the divine to flow throughout. Remember, you are your own oracle. So be still, be grounded. Go play, go take a walk in nature, whatever it is, that is when the messages are going to come to you. That is when you will receive the guidance. Remember, we are all in this together. We are all one. But trust. Self-care is imperative. Make sure you drink lots and lots of water. Hydration is incredibly important at this time, as is grounding, as is taking care of your needs. And remember what Denise just said. Sometimes playfulness, being of play, is more nurturing than even food. Not that, you want to starve or anything. But gratitude, that's what's coming in. Blessings. Count your blessings. Not necessarily count them, but be grateful. Express gratitude. Be thankful I have running water. I am thankful I have a house over my head. I am so thankful for my beloved husband, for my beloved kitty cats, for my beloved friends. There is so much to be grateful. I am so grateful for my spirit team, for the awakenings that are happening. I am grateful. When we focus on the gratitude, then our heart opens. Then we cannot be in fear. When we focus on our gratitude, we are residing in love. We are seeing through our eyes of soul, of love. Continue to see through the eyes of love and of your soul and of that higher perspective. It's going to continue regardless of where we are, of if we get upset or we get enraged or we get frustrated. That doesn't affect what's going on at all. It only affects our well-being. So come back into the space of grace, of love, of stability, and know that we are protected, and know we just invoke our angelic beings, our celestial beings all around us. They are here to support us. All right. I think I'm going to call it. I'll check in with you later. Hopefully something resonated with you. You got something out of this. That's wonderful. And if you didn't, that's just perfect as well. Please remember to like and subscribe and share this with others so we can grow our community. And please nurture yourself. Please take care of you. Okay? Much, much love and so much gratitude. Thank you for being a part of this journey with me. We're all in this together. Much love, light, peace. Peace be yours. And so it is. Namaste.